There are athletes so transcendent that they redefine their sports, creating an unmistakable before and after in their wake. Think baseball before and after Babe Ruth, golf before and after Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and then again before and after Tiger Woods. Basketball has its own pivotal moments with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Now prepare for a new era, the age of
Caitlin Clark can go up against anybody in the country.
She's the most exciting player in college basketball right now.
Although her college career concluded Sunday with a hard-fought 87-75 loss to South Carolina in the national championship game, Clark's impact is nothing short of revolutionary. She has not only elevated her game, but also transformed the perception of women's sports, bringing it into a brighter, more exciting spotlight. With her undeniable talent and charisma, Caitlin Clark has forever altered the landscape of basketball, setting a new standard for what is possible. Yet, not everyone is ready to crown Caitlin Clark with the accolades she deserves. Even as the pandemic hinted at a shifting landscape in sports, with owners starting to see their franchises as solid investments rather than mere charity projects, the true revolution arrived with the Clark tsunami. Her meteoric rise captured the nation's attention, with 5.5 million viewers tuning in to witness Iowa's victory over undefeated South Carolina in the 2023 Final Four. Clark's deep three-pointers and fearless trash talk created a spectacle that was impossible to ignore. The excitement only grew as nearly 13 million people watched the title game where Angel Reese and LSU matched Iowa's intensity blow for blow. Clark's relentless pursuit of records kept the spotlight firmly on her throughout the season. Iowa's games became must-see events, drawing sold-out crowds both at home and on the road. Every matchup seemed to set new viewership milestones, peaking when 12.3 million fans tuned in for the highly anticipated Iowa versus LSU rematch, this time with a Final Four berth on the line. The Caitlin Clark phenomenon isn't just a wave, it's a seismic shift in the world of sports. Lakers superstar LeBron James, a fervent advocate for women's basketball, has once again stepped up to champion Caitlin Clark, boldly calling out her critics. James left no room for doubt about his admiration, declaring, "If you don't rock with Caitlin Clark's game, you're just a flat-out hater." This endorsement underscores the remarkable achievements of the two-time Naismith Player of the Year from Iowa. Clark's game, reminiscent of the NBA's finest, showcases her dazzling passing, playmaking, and jaw-dropping three-point range, earning accolades from James and Golden State Warriors sharpshooter Stephen Curry, the NBA's all-time leader in three-point field goals. Despite this high praise, some current and former players, like Lynette Woodard and Diana Taurasi, remain skeptical. Clark has not only put Iowa on the map, transforming women's basketball into must-see TV, but she also shattered the all-time NCAA scoring record for both men and women. Her leadership has propelled the Hawkeyes to consecutive national finals, a feat never before achieved in the program's history. Diana Taurasi, a WNBA legend who once stood in Clark's shoes as a collegiate star from UConn, knows the transition to the pro level is no easy feat. Taurasi seamlessly transitioned to the WNBA, averaging 19.2 points per game in her rookie season. However, she warns that Clark's dominance over college players might not immediately translate in the WNBA. The journey from college stardom to professional greatness is undoubtedly challenging, but if anyone can navigate it with flair and tenacity, it's Caitlin Clark. Her story is far from over, and the basketball world eagerly awaits the next chapter. Diana Taurasi may have a point, but for many fans, Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent who stands out like no other player we've seen in women's college basketball. Her impact on the game is undeniable, and her journey has been nothing short of revolutionary. Over the weekend at the Women's Basketball Coaches Association convention in Cleveland, Lynette Woodard made headlines by downplaying Clark's achievements. Woodard, whose record was hidden from the public eye for 43 years, pointed out that the game has changed.
That I had the true record. That record has been hidden, so to speak, for 43 years. And for her to be in another stratosphere with her team, trying to get to the Final Four, for her to take the time and say that, I'll never forget it as long as I live.
Woodard highlighted that during her era, women played with a men's ball and had no three-point line. Clark, with her unparalleled shooting prowess and ability to score from beyond the arc, has redefined what it means to be an elite scorer in women's hoops. There's little doubt that Clark is carving out her legacy, becoming a legend in her own right. Before Clark's ascent into NCAA history, WNBA icon Cheryl Swoops expressed skepticism about Clark's immediate success in the Pro League.
That Caitlin, to me, could be the best college shooter I've ever seen. When you put these expectations on these young women in college to go to the next level and be immediately dominant, and when that doesn't happen, then people come back and say, oh, she was a bust, she was a flop, she wasn't that good. Just let them do what they're doing in college, enjoy what they're doing in college, and let them become stars in the WNBA.
As Caitlin Clark prepares to transition to the WNBA, one thing is certain. She has already left an indelible mark on college basketball, and her story is just beginning. Whether or not she conquers the professional stage as swiftly as she did in college, her influence and transformative impact on the game are here to stay. Among the many reactions to Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise, none were quite as controversial as Ice Cube's recent offer to sign the college basketball phenom to his Big Three basketball league. WNBA star Lexie Brown didn't hold back her criticism, taking to Twitter to voice her disapproval of Ice Cube's $5 million offer. So, no other women's basketball player has come to mind in the last 7 years? Instead of, I don't know, supporting the women's league that already exists, let's do this in the middle of the NCAA tournament. This isn't a dig at Caitlin Clark. Relax and support all women's sports. I'm not arguing with any of y'all, by the way. Brown didn't stop there. On Gil's Arena, she elaborated on her stance. If you open the article and you see what he said, what his reasoning, he wanted to provide more opportunities for WNBA players and provide opportunities to not go overseas. So you offer the contract to a player who's not yet even in the WNBA? If you're gonna say that it's for that, then stand on that. But I think he's trying to make a business decision, which he's a businessman. That makes sense. But to mask it in this, I want to uplift and support WNBA players and women athletes is kind of a cop-out, I think. Despite the substantial offer on the table, Ice Cube revealed in an interview on The Pat McAfee Show that Caitlin Clark had yet to respond. Hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing updates. See you next time.